Hello, unique givers. How have you guys been? It's been a long time. Thank God that I'm fully back again. I've been absent due to some unprecedented circumstances, but thank God that I'm back again to keep up with my tutorials. Okay, in this tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to make this particular turban. Please stay tuned. So for this project, I bought 1 yard of damask fabric, and this particular piece you are seeing now, the length measures 17 inches by 11 inches width. I cut out two pieces, so I'll be using this to form the V pleated face. Okay, at the edge here, I'll be pleating it this way and I'll sew down. So whatever I'll be doing here, I'll be doing it on the other piece. So this particular one here is for the right side, and this side is for the left side. You can see the way I pleated, I hemmed the edges, right? Okay, and please, this part is for beginners because I believe that my tutorials, we have beginners and people with already advanced. Okay, so form your first pleat and sew down this way. Then after sewing, I'll be pleating again and I will sew it down. Please make sure that before you sew down that it covers this stitch here. You can see it. Then after pleating it, you'll be forming the third pleat. So I'll be doing same thing to the other piece of fabric, and this is the outcome. So I'll be forming the V pattern. If you're having difficulty in forming your V face, this will help you. So my hair circumference is 22 inches. Okay, so half of 22 inches is 11 inches. So that's why I marked 11 on this side and 11 on the other side. Actually, this is not my headwear. This headwear is for my mom, and she has same head circumference with me. Her head circumference is 22 inches. So this particular headwear, she wore it for my dad's funeral. Actually, I lost my dad on the 24th of December 2025, and we did his funeral ceremony on the 30th of January 2026. So this was what she wore that day, because this damask fabric was actual clothes she wore for the burial. So I decided to create a headwear that will complement the clothes for her. Okay, all right. So after forming the V plate, I notched the center, I set it aside. So this fabric here will be used for the handle, and the length measures 11 inches by 3 inches width, and I cut out two pieces. So I'll be folding it this way. This is the wrong side. Okay, the wrong side is facing me. Then I will just slant my hand and cut it out the way you see. Then take it to my sewing machine and sew down. If I be watching my tutorials on how to form your handle, this will not be new to you. Remember I said this part of tutorial is for beginners. So please bear with me. So after turning it out, I folded in this edge too, and I sew it down. Alright, the next thing I'll be doing now is to place this handle on the V band. Okay, so I'll place my measuring tape here and I'll place that handle on 1.5 inches. 1.5, just mark out 1.5 inches. Then you place it, then on this side again you mark 1.5. You can see it, 1.5. You can use your chalk. Then you now place the handle here, then you sew it this way, and after sewing it, this outcome. So I'll be placing this aside. Okay, all right. So for that waves, that ruffles on the center of the fabric, this is what I'll be using, and the length measures 36 inches by 45 inches width. Remember I said I bought 1 yard of damask fabric. Okay, so 1 yard will be okay for this work. All right, next I'll be doing now is I'll start marking 1 inch the way you're seeing it. I had to use pen here because chalk was not too visible, so I decided to use biro. Okay, so I'll mark 1 inch throughout at the edge of this fabric. After marking 1 inch, next thing I'll be marking here now is 5 inches. 5 inches. Okay, after marking 5 inches, I'll mark half inch. Half inch. You can see the way I'm doing it. The first one I did was 1, second was 5, next one was half. So next one I'm marking again is 5 inches. I don't know if you understand me. The first one I marked was 1 inch, then I marked 5 inches. I marked half inch, I marked 5 inches. You understand? So next I'll be marking again is half. You understand? After marking half, I'll mark 5. I will take this bit by bit so you don't get confused, okay? So what I marked first was 1 inch. Then after marking 1 inch, I marked 5 inches. After 5 inches, I marked half inch. Then after half inch, I marked 5 inches. After five, I marked half. After half, you mark five. After five, you mark half. I don't know if you understand me. So please, if here is confusing you, replay it so you understand what I marked. So I did this marking throughout the whole fabric. So over to the sewing pattern. First thing I'll be holding together now is that first place I marked 1 inch. You make it to align with the 5 inches. You understand? You can see the marking. This is the 1 inch and this is the 5. Not the half. Oh. One will touch the 5 inches. Then use your pin to hold it. You can see it. Please leave the half inch. Avoid that half inch there. So here again, the 1 inch you marked will be touching the 5 inch at the back. I forgot to tell you, mark on the right side of the fabric, not on the back. Mark on the right side of your fabric. After holding the whole thing down, you sew down. So I'm done sewing and this is the outcome. So this is the way it looks. So next thing I'll be doing is take the half. You see where you marked half. Let it touch the 5. Not this one, no, not here. That one is half. This is 5. So the place you marked half inch will now touch the 5 inches. I pray you understand this thing. Please don't fast forward this video so you won't make mistakes. So, so fold it this way, the way I'm saying it now. Then use your pin to hold it. So the half inch is now touching the 5 inches. You get it? So here again, the half inch will be touching the 5 inches part. So pin everything down and sew it here. You can see sew on top of the line while you sew. You remove the pin. I noticed that while sewing, this part was first it was disturbing me, so I used pin to hold it down the way you're saying it. So I will do the third one again. Watch closely. Here is half, Abi, and here is 5. Place it together. Just the same process, so that's what you continue doing. You understand? Make it to align to each other. Please, if you make mistake in this work, you notice that it will not come out beautiful. Okay? Alright, so sew down, and after sewing, what I'll be getting here is 6 plates. You can see it, 6 plates, and you have the remaining part of it. So I will measure here to the front part, and what I got was 15 inches. 15 inches. So next thing I'll be doing now is to fold this way and notch the center, so I'll be able to get the center of this fabric. Please, if you have reached this level and you not like this video, kindly give this video a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe. Alright, so time to place the band to the back base. We're almost through with this turban. So after pinning it down, take it to your sewing machine and sew down. Okay. So once I'm done sewing down, I'll be using my scissors just to cut out this excess part. Alright. So next thing I'll be doing now is to start forming that waves at the center. This pleat now will form waves. These pieces, there are 6 pieces. Is 6. And these pieces now, I'll be inserting it inside this hole here. You understand? I'll insert this hole here. So these pieces I cut out, there are 6, and the length of it, the length measures 28 inches by 1 inch. Please, it is not stretchy. This fabric you are seeing here, it is not stretchy. Yes, it is not stretchy. This thing is satin fabric. So just cut out satin fabric, or if you have excess material from this damask, you can use it, but I didn't have any excess one. That's why I had to use another fabric that is not stretchy. You can see it, it's not stretchy. So use your pin to insert it here, but be careful so it will not pass or run inside. Be careful. Once you reach to this point, you can see it here. Use your pin to hold it down. Then once you get to this point, you now use your pin to hold it down again. So I'll be repeating this process on the holes the way you are seeing it. The remaining 6 pieces, I'll be inserting it the same way I did for the first one. Don't forget to hold the first edge with pin and the last part with pin. So once I'm done doing this, this is the outcome. You can see it has given me that waves, that pleated waves, the way you're saying it. All right, I'll be removing these pins, but I'll show you how to hold everything down. Okay, it's either you sew down like this, you understand, remove your pin, then sew everything down, then you fold it in this way. Please watch closely. You fold in, then this part again you fold in. As you fold in, you sew. As you fold in, you sew. Remember, you've done your first folding and you removed your pin. So this is the outcome, the way it looks after sewing. So the final thing you'll be doing now is to hold everything down the way you're saying it. Guys, hey God, if I've reached this level and you've not liked this video, you're not helping me. The reason why you should help me like my videos, as in give it a thumbs up, the reason why you should be doing this is so others will be able to see this video and benefit the way you're benefiting freely. Please. Then if you're new to my channel, kindly subscribe to this channel. I teach different ways on how to wear your headgear, how to design, how to tie. Okay? Alright. Please, don't forget to drop any question on the comment section. Alright? So I'll be sewing down from here. Then I'll be covering this edge as usual, then sew down. Then after sewing it, this is the outcome. You can see the way it looks. Then for this part, use your measuring tape and mark from here. Mark from here 15 inches. You can see from that tip now, you're going to mark 15 inches. The reason why you're marking 15 inches is so it can enter any head circumference. Be it big head or small head can wear this. So once you reach 15 inches, you hold it down, then take it to your sewing machine and sew here. Just this tip, just that tip I showed you. Sew it. Then later you do your running stitches. Then stop here. You can see where I stopped. Stop here. Then cut out your thread. Guys, you can use damask fabric for this work. You can use any non-stretchy fabric, be it satin or any fabric that is not stretchy. Thanks for staying up to this time. And from the depth of my heart, I want to appreciate all those that sent money to me, those that prayed, those that supported me during my dad's burial. May God replenish all your pockets in Jesus' name. Amen. If you want to join our WhatsApp group, the link is on the description box. Thanks for staying up to this time. See you guys in my next video. Bye.